Well, last time, before fighting in the church. Although, after learning an important detail, a few of them actually, in particular that the relationship between the two sisters, the heads of our church, were not as well as it could have been. In fact, Avatar of Nature was pretty much terrified of the Avatar of Harvest and what she might do. And she showed exactly what she would do, which is when she was harmed, the Avatar of Nature that is, Avatar of Harvest just straight up absorbed her in what left of its life and just cast her body aside. So now you're having to deal with a Hemomancer, or as it's more better known, blood magic. Which Quinn and Alicos both know is very, very dangerous. So, with y'all attacking her for what you can, it ends to be her turn. And that's where we left off.
And she did a very naughty thing.
Yes, she did. So, the Avatar of Harvest, now alone and surrounded, lets out a disappointed sigh before reaching into her robe and retrieving a small object, which she then immediately crushes in her hand, leaving what remains of the broken item to burn away into a burst of white fire. In the next moment, you watch as spectral hands appear in front of each of you, as well as the rest of your companions, before they very abruptly fly into the center of the chest of each and every one of you, where you all feel as if a powerful force suddenly reaches into your body and grasps at your heart, as if trying to squeeze it. Unfortunately, based on the con saves made for this text, it appears that neither of you nor any of your companions were able to resist the attack outright. So everyone is incapacitated until the end of the Avatar of Harvest's next turn. Yet, however, you managed to withstand the incredible pain long enough to recognize a sense of familiarity in this overwhelming force, because you've encountered it, something like this once before. Now recognizing the attack for what it is, you summon forth the entirety of your minor godly will and mentally slap the hand grasping your mortal puppet away as if it were a mere child, because the full might of this power failed to influence you once before, as if you'd let a cheap trinket simply imbued with this power stop you.
Slap. Get away. No.
You're instead incapacitated until the start of your next turn. Although a tip you receive suggests that you wait for a particular something. But don't worry about it. As for Quinn, being rather close to the Avatar, you clearly see what she retrieves from her robe, which is an emblem in the form of an upside-down black kite shield with a silver border, emblazoned with a white skull under. You immediately recognize this emblem, as it is one you have seen many times in West Ishiji, particularly in abandoned outposts of Children of the Silent Night. It is the emblem of Miracle, the Lord of Bone, false god of death. With this realization, a powerful will presses down on you, as if trying to stop you from acting on what you realize. However, it is precisely because of this will trying to stop you that you begin to question if what you know about the events transpiring around you are what they appear to be, particularly with what Sakura found when she went downstairs. And if you thought more about it, and as you thought more about it, you quickly found cracks beginning to form with this situation it appears to be. And it was with this realization the force attempting to stop you increased tenfold, almost as if it were desperate to try and stop you. because you realized something that was never meant to be realized. Drawn a conclusion that was never meant to be drawn. Which is that the church housed beneath your feet has a far more sinister origin, because it was not a church of Tufa, but one of the Lord of Bones. With this conclusion came a startling realization, one that helped you snap out of the prison of the mind placed on you. You then rise to your feet, albeit a bit too late to take immediate action. And is no longer incapacitated, however you cannot take reaction to those cards of victor. And with all that, back to the Avatar of Hearts card. And 1 second.
That feeling when you realize you're quite literally standing atop death.
Like, what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. So yeah, the Avatar of Harvest dons a wicked smile. Who all should have killed me while my sister... They all should have killed my sister during that little darkness trick of yours while you had the chance.
Been a while since we've heard this. Great.
Remember what happened last time?
Oh yeah, someone's dying.
Here we go. Violent winds swirl around the Avatar of Harvest before instantly dissipating. After which, the overwhelming majority of the blood barrier swirling around her abruptly stops, before then congealing into 3 writhing tendrils, where the first one shoots out to the southeast, before curving into the open confessional and yanking Robin out of it, which promptly brought before the Avatar of Harvest.
That fucking far? Holy shit.
Yeah, these things are long. Where is this?
It's fucking 50 feet long.
Yep.
Whee!
Okay. So, the Avatar of Harvest looks up to her. Admittedly, I felt nothing as I watched my twin die. Though, let's see how your twin feels watching you die, Ruby Marilinus. Ruby's body almost instantly dissipates into red mist, which is promptly drawn into the blood barrier, along with the tendril that was holding her. Leaving Ruby's clothing, armor, and equipment to fall to the ground. Meanwhile, the second tendril shoots out directly to the wisp. We need to move this. You can go there for now. The wrong thing. There we go, and bloop. Alright. There we go. Alright, so the second tendril shoots out directly to the west, grasping Sophia and bringing her before the Avatar as well. Your unique magic and impeccable strategy and sight would be a very unfortunate loss. Sophia's body then instantly dissipates into red mist, which is then promptly drawn into the barrier along with the Tendril holding her, leaving Sophia's clothing, armor, and equipment to fall to the ground. Meanwhile, the last tendril shoots out to the northwest, and just as it is about to grasp Garnet, the woman is suddenly pushed out of the way by Biggs, leaving the man to be grabbed and pulled back to the avatar. You, man.
Why was everyone else stunned? Wait, what did you say? It cut out.
You got a DM.
Oh. Holy shit, what is this?
Let me know once you've read that.
Let me... Just a second. Gotcha.
So, where's this at? Alright, do this one. So, just as she looks as if she's about to say something to Big, the man starts cracking up laughing, earning a small glare from the woman. What's so funny? Big's grin. As if I'd spoil the ending. Go pound sand, you arrogant. Before he can finish, his body almost instantly dissipates into red mist. He's then drawn into the blood barrier tendril, leaving his clothing and armored equipment to fall to the ground. The avatar virus then ends it. Everyone after her is incapacitated. Back down the round. More incapacitated people. Alright, Quinn. It is now your turn. What do you do?
Seeing as 3 of our fighting force just... Or 3 people from our fighting force just freaking got what he assumes is to be just completely deleted and eviscerated into blood. Die. He looks at the avatar of Harvest and just goes, well, I'm sorry for this. And he starts walking northwest. And as he's walking, it turns, his step picks up speed into his normal running speed, and then some, until he just becomes a blur, heading right for the staircase where Sakura went. He's fucking fast.
Yeah, he just whoom, the fuck's out of there.
It runs behind Bella and in front of Indiana. And right next to Sakura into the staircase.
So, as you enter, as you pass the entryway, that Sakura has lifted the door off, you are immediately met with a guardrail of a spiral staircase going down to your left.
Is it like a stone staircase?
Yep, it's a stone staircase that just spirals down below. You're not sure how far down it goes, but when you look over the edge, it goes down a bit.
Also, it's like an open, like an open center kind of deal.
Yeah, there's like an open center where essentially there's like a few pillars of stone, but it's like for support to keep the stairs up. But you can see the bottom and roll spot.
It's been a while since I've rolled anything. Hold on. With win anyway. I am out of range for fucking Oliva, unfortunately.
Yep, she's a bit of ways away. Because her stuff still technically works if she's incapacitated. It's only when she's unconscious that it stops.
Sadly. 35.
So you're over and you kind of see it's about 60 feet down spiral staircase.
Hold on, I started from there. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 10, 75, 8, 90. Yeah. That would be my dash action, or like middle of my dash action right there. Like end of my dash action.
So you then descend the spiral, is that where you are right now?
Actually, no, but I would be like 5 feet down, just about the freaking staircase, actually.
That's your dash action?
My, oh no, because I'm hasted, actually, so...
You have haste and enhanced speed. You might be a little fast.
Yeah, so I still have another 80... Or no, because it increases my base speed, so I still have another 80 feet. Because I have haste, too.
Yeah, enhanced speed gives you, essentially, your movement speed times 2. So essentially, if you had a movement speed of 30, you'd get 60.
Yeah, and I have 40, so it's 80. And then, because my base is...
40.
Yeah, 80 plus 40, plus 40, plus 40. So yeah, I still have another 80 feet. 80 feet.
You might have a bit of movement.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So he kind of just grabs onto the
his
freaking...
parting gift was go gadget speed.
Yep. So he kind of just grabs onto the railing as he like kicks off of the freaking like base of the fucking like spiral staircase, and he like half runs, half slides like down using like the force from the movement to fucking like skip
glide along the rail.
Yeah, like half glide to just get down there as fast as fucking humanly possible.
So as you descend the spiral staircase, you find that the walls and steps very quickly become more and more marked with blood the further you go. So about halfway down, you hear a sudden commotion from below. Oh, listen.
Listen.
So you listen close as you move, being able to easily pick up the conversation. and what seems to be two voices yelling at each other. What are you waiting for? Call for the door! I am! They aren't responding! What do you mean they aren't responding? Exactly that! They aren't answering! A third, more feminine voice that speaks up. Calm down, you two. We're in the middle of a you-know-what. So they'll get to us when they get to us.
I could kind of hear you, but if you could increase your gain a little bit, because it was a slightly muffled.
Well, I have my volume set to max.
Yeah, it's like muffled, or like it's like muffled, like the quality is worse than usual. Actually, would it be fine if I initiated the call? That might help.
Because
who joined the call first?
yeah, I have a latency of 60.
I was sitting in here waiting before anyone showed up.
Yeah, no, we
I'm
just...
at 112. What's your latency, Jason?
I don't even know what a latency is.
It's definitely in the middle. It's in central because I have 60. Normally it's like 20 or 30 if it's on me.
Yeah, mine's double yours.
Alright, so let's all leave, wait a few seconds, and then like Fives or Emmy joins.
Alright.
I can join first.
Okay, let me... Nah.
Well,
It was
you have to remove the
That's
bot
it?
so it didn't reset.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's much better
Yeah.
already.
Okay. I don't
Yeah.
understand how that works,
Well,
but
nothing
whatever.
changes. Just leave real sec.
Yeah, let's try this again.
Alright.
Yeah. Okay, that's much better.
So I'll just start over that part.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to check if that would fix things. It's much better now.
Let's go scroll. Yeah. As you listen in and move, you pick up two voices, seemingly yelling at one another. What are you waiting for? Call for the door! I am! They aren't responding. What do you mean they aren't responding? Exactly that! They're not answering. A third, more feminine voice then speaks up. Calm down, you two. We're in the middle of a you-know-what. So they'll get to us when they get to us. Yeah, I suppose you're right. As you reach the bottom of the stairs, the first voice speaks up rather abruptly, though not to you, surprisingly. In fact, nobody appears to have noticed you yet. Who in the hells are you? And you notice this. Blink.
Oh, she came down here.
When? Roll memory at double advantage.
28.
You realize something that as Elanthea was going on her little murder spree, Clementine wasn't up there anymore. She apparently had left just before she did that.
Huh.
Oh yeah, there she is. Oh, as they yell at her, he just offers them a small smile. Just a bystander, pay me no mind. Besides, you all have bigger problems that need addressing. He then looks your way, causing all 5 of the others to look your way. Quinn, roll initiative. Double advantage.
Hello.
Oh there. General Kenobi.
Because he's fucking pissed, but he's just basically in cold anger mode right now. I'm using a point of inspiration to auto-crit to turn the initiative into a natural 20.
You don't need to. You are a ranger.
No, I'm using 1 point. I
Okay.
had 1 point, so I'm using that.
Okay, gotcha.
Then just roll your prop die at advantage.
I don't have proficiency in freaking initiative, but I do have 1d10 from Alina, so that's 4. So it's let's see, 20 plus 4 plus 8, I believe. Yes.
Let's see
Oh,
here.
20 plus 5 plus 4. 37 initiative for Quinn. Total.
Alright. I have you update that in a moment. Alright, there should be on your turn order a lower floor.
A lower 4?
Lower floor.
Oh,
Yep, Church of Nature's Bounty, lower floor.
I read something different. I
A mimic.
Essentially, they're calling for a door and no one's answering.
Maybe it's not a physical door.
Well, considering that they're all looking at a wall, or at least they were until Clementine showed up.
Oh yeah, they were looking at the wall. So yeah. Where's the door? Very curious, to say the least.
Do I see a door?
No, there's just a wall, is what they
There's
say.
just the wall.
Huh.
So basically,
Oh,
they're
no,
looking at some wall, yelling about the doors not answering, which is
Oh, no,
peculiar.
No, they said, it's like, what are you waiting for? Call for the door. And he said, I am. They are not responding. He's like, what do
Yeah.
you mean they aren't responding? Exactly that. They aren't answering.
So a door has to be created. That much is clear.
Okay.
And then the third person said, calm down, you two. We're in the middle of you-know-what. So they'll get to us when they get to us. And then the first one's like, oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And you see that the two by the door are just kind of like waiting for it. Those were the two talking. Then the other three essentially are carrying the eviscerated corpses of their companions.
Lovely.
Because there is a big puddle of blood in front of you. Taking a look at those that they're carrying, they look like they got effectively torn apart.
Ugh.
Roll logic.
To be fair, after like
Suckers
the fight
handiwork.
today, it's just been like, it's like, oh, fun. "17 logic."
Don't you have a thing for intelligence checks?
Apparently, the application's not
No.
responding, so it's not working for one reason or another.
Huh. Avre, hello?
I can see the roll.
Oh, so yeah.
What? Huh?
Yeah, I can see it. Like, I see the Avre roll. 17.
Yeah.
Quinn promptly breaks the sound barrier to get downstairs. So, I believe you are first?
Yes. There was another one who rolled a nat 20, but I don't think their modifier was...
No, they're not as high as yours.
Yep.
Quinn, your turn. What do you do?
So,
As those in front of you are dropping the bodies of those companions as they're drawing weapons.
frankly,
Oh yeah, and based on that check, I forgot.
yeah.
As you look at these bodies, and where the pool of blood is literally right at your feet, you think that these people tried to apprehend Sakura, and it didn't go very well. You know, just like, you know, regular spiders, trying to pick up the spiders is generally a bad idea. So trying to pick up a mutated, like, anthropomorphized fucking spider, probably a bad idea.
So basically,
And
trying
she
to
looks
pick up
like
an
she
Australian
literally
spider.
she just tore them apart.
Ugh.
So they grabbed her and she proceeded to just open their chest and pull off their limbs and beat them with them.
Lovely.
This one is missing an arm that's clearly been cudgeled, and you see the arm like by your foot over in the area, and yeah, it looks like she quite literally took this guy's arm off and beat him to death.
Don't change, Sakura. Don't change.
She gave a whole new meaning of beat a motherfucker with a motherfucker.
Suffice to say, the others quickly got the clue of we probably shouldn't grab this person, and that's when Sakura ran off. It's a pretty clear story of what happened. But anyways, yeah, your turn. What do?
So, frankly speaking, Quinn is kind of just done with this nature bitch's shenanigans. He has 6 attacks right now, I'm pretty sure.
Of your usual 4, if I'm not mistaken, then you have a speed action and a haste action.
Yes. Basically, we're operating under who the fuck's in front of me. So that's a total of 12 attacks.
Start pew-pewing.
Are any of them malevolent, by the way?
No, none of them in front of you look to be malevolent. Though, you're pretty damn sure they're evil. Because these are clearly called this disguise as faithful of Tupa. Probably not very good people.
No. Fuck cultists.
Just probably not. They might actually secretly be a good person.
I mean,
You
fair.
It's
also
happened
know that
before.
relative to how powerful they are, they look to be very experienced. relatively speaking.
Okay.
But they're
Can't
going to
help but wonder
experience
if
a lot of
they've been
shots.
Because a lot of them reacted very quickly.
Holy shit, 25!
17,
Wait, why am I-
20, 20, 12, 7, 20,
Wait.
20, 15.
Wait. Why am I rolling with 3d20 KH1? The actual fucking formula.
There we go.
And Gwen. Do all of those hit?
Yes. Because you can tell these guys aren't very heavily armored.
Oh, nice.
They're wearing light to medium armor at best.
Uh, 10, 11, 5. Use these two. No crits. So, because I don't. Fucking hell. What the fuck increased my crit rate? Hold on. I'm pretty sure something did.
Your
It
weapons
was a
with
thing against her.
Oh yeah, my damage was increased. Right. So these are Isolde.
yeah.
You should do one set at a time because they're gonna get hurt, and so they're gonna do more damage.
Yep. Do that.
Yep. $34 for the first Isolde hit.
Now, who are you shooting?
Whoever's closest to me, which
That's-
would be
3 people.
3 different people that qualify for that.
Cultist 2, technically. It's that, and then oh my god, so many fucking things.
Very many things. Welcome to my world.
There we go. Actually, no, that's the first one is 27 damage.
So you take 2 quick shots at Cultist 2 as they're just effectively dropping the bodies of their companions. And you hit the guy right in the shoulder and almost straight square in the chest. He managed to kind of duck out of the way to avoid it. Would have been a very fatal hit. But yeah, he's certainly hurting.
Hurting
Nice.
for certain, as they say.
You notice that the first attack didn't quite do as much as it could due to his movement. Pro conclusion.
Plot twist, all of them are minor gods.
Well, shit. 25.
So based on how very quickly they reacted to you and how they seem to be more experienced than they probably would be normally, and now how that guy dodged, you're pretty sure these guys are rogues.
Oh, fucking
Uncanny the
hello.
dog, yeah.
That's what I have the most fucking trouble with rogues. Alright.
Okay, that's funny timing. Right as you said that, doubling that off a bar.
Dublin agrees.
It would seem so.
Bar.
Mark.
Let's see. That took 60% of the first guy's health. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Come on.
That again?
A little bit.
Okay.
That's 32 and 32 of mixed damage of piercing, cold, and radiant. Dude.
We're gonna try and fix this.
Yep. I'm gonna keep on rolling.
Yep, good. This interaction failed.
Meanwhile, my mouse software keeps breaking over and over.
Hold on. There's a ping.
And unpause.
This is just hammering on and on and on. Holy shit.
What?
Like, right into that, like, 30 wedge of damage. Like, 31, 29, 30, 31, 32, 32.
After those waves of attacks, not looking good.
Alright. Isolde 5. And since he has 33, that's 60, so that's 3d4. $28. And then for Jesus Christ. Since you all are evil. Gwyneth 5 is 36.
And that attack takes him down. And you just unload a volley into this guy's torso. And he just falls over.
And seeing as I'm just within 30 feet.
Oh yeah?
So then continuing the duck hunt, Cultist 4. Which is going to take 2 attacks.
Duck, dead.
Duck hunt.
Alright, I kicked the butt again, so. Yeah.
Bah.
Who's this against? 1?
No, 4.
4. This is there.
But he's just like seeing as your boss was kind of just aiming randomly. Well, I'm just shooting at whoever's in front of me. Doesn't matter who they are. We'll see whose scorched earth lasts longer. Well, it's not scorched earth, but fuck the word.
Mutually assured destruction.
Mutually
Indiscriminate
assured.
wrath.
Thank you. Yeah.
There's another one.
One of those.
Hey,
There you go.
Nice.
I love this track. It screams Moonlight Operations.
Yep, it's perfect with us.
Horrible sight.
Never have I been sadder to roll fucking 3 2s on a goddamn coin flip.
Alright, so what comes after those?
Like, is that a question or?
Because I believe that's all of them, right?
Yes, 12 attacks.
So all the cultists that remain the cult one draws a pair of daggers and throws both of them at you. One hits you almost square in the chest and one in the side. It feels like you got poked with a big needle and it kind of burns a little bit, but other than that, you're just like, take the knife and just slap them away. This guy's like, looks visibly taken aback, like, he just shrugged that off? I hit that dude like in the lung. What do you mean he's fine?
I don't have lungs.
I've had worse.
I might take 9 levels of exhaustion, but right now I don't have lungs.
Oh,
Had worse.
Cultist immediately following this. Cultist 4 aims at you with 2 hand crossbows. The first one just barely misses you and kind of like hits the stone next to you. Just bounces off somewhere into the staircase. And then the second one hits you kind of in the thigh. And again, this burns a bit because it's clearly poison, but you just kind of pull the thing out and just toss it aside.
The one thing you should never do with crossbow bolts.
Yeah, but you're just like, ha, joke's on you, I can't bleed right now.
His blood is like literally suspended inside his body.
So, Cultist 5 does the exact same thing. Shoot you with 2 crossbow bolts. One in the shoulder and one in the right arm. Again, minor inconveniences and may as well be bee stings to you.
This would be a problem if I had blood right now.
Suffice to say, they all look a little surprised, like, the hell?
Here you have this guy shambling into a room looking like he is at his last legs, takes a crossbow, takes a gun, takes a bullet, and just like, pew pew pew, pew pew pew.
Back up the round, your turn, Quinn.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Maybe starting to question if you're even alive at this point, and not some revenant sent from hell.
He
If he doesn't die soon, that's a pretty up there possibility.
Uh-huh.
Someone can only take so much damage before you're like, wait, is this guy even alive?
Yep. It's like, hold on a second.
r/follow up.
Yep. It's quite unnerving.
There you go. Because this time roll the proper fucking thing.
Let me tell you why you're bullshit.
Yep.
Let me tell you why you're cheating. Let me fix that.
The rating is undeterred.
There we go. Because the attack rolls on these things are the same, but the damage rolls are different.
Yep.
Hey, it's the last. Fucking hell, it's all. Both of them fucking jam! Son of a bitch! But hey, Gwen only jams. Well, no, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I get to make 8 attacks still.
And attempt to get rid of one of them.
Yep. Let's see. This one. Actually, no, because he was injured already, wasn't he? Yeah, it's 64, so it's an extra
Yeah, he's
4.
been hurt a little bit.
27 of mixed damage.
Alright. Oh, yeah. Manages to dodge that largely. Despite his apparent surprise, what the fuck is this guy?
Of Nani. And follows up with Gwen for 29, roughly.
Well, he's hurting for certain after that as you shoot him in the side.
Followed by 37 from Isolde. The cold just bites into this guy.
So as you take that shot, you take advantage of him trying to move away from it, and then aim your bullet to right about where he's going to be. And you hit him square in the chest, and he just falls to the ground.
Nice.
You're dead.
Was standing
You're
still,
dead.
taking gunfire and felling more and more of the numbers.
Also, I forgot to mention it, but I would have cast Hunter's Mark on all of them, like the first thing I arrived down here.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I've been rolling the d6 on top of that.
I figured as much.
Yeah. Following the Roboducks, Cultist 5.
So this guy goes to dodge to try to not take the damage as cleanly as it would hit him. And then you watch as the bullet shines with radiant energy and just turns and goes right into his eye.
Gwen! Gwen mad?
Does she know like evil people?
Holy shit.
I'm just imagining Quinn with his face covered in shadows. You know the thing in anime where they do that.
He might be kind of mad. He's not angry. He's mad.
I
But
see.
it's the kind of where he's like, well, people die, but so do these guys. As long as I can kill as many of you as many of me die, that's fine. $39 from third Gwen. And then the final Isolde one.
Oh, he's hurting from that.
Yeah.
Hey, guess who takes 44 fucking cold damage? 34 cold damage on the, or 34
So you
meats.
take aim with this, and you hit the guy square in the shoulder, like by his neck. He just kind of grabs at the wound before then falling over.
Then, seamlessly, his right arm just turns like some degrees to the right, pointing at Cultist 1 for pulling the trigger with Gwenivar. Like, this is just surgical precision, shot after shot after shot. $27, and it's all the jams. Let me roll Tinker's Tools for that. What was Tinker's Tools rolled against? I never fucking remember. I need to check.
Using winging shot, right? Or not winging shot, fucking clearing shot. I was thinking wing it, but no, clearing shot.
Yeah, no, it's a clearing shot.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, do I have grit?
I would imagine you do.
There's a problem. I don't have grit anymore.
Do you not get it on kills?
Oh wait, I do, don't I?
Kills? Crits.
Which is why Ruby was able to pew pew so much. He killed a lot of people.
Read your card sheet.
Oh yeah, true, you do get them.
Yep. So you do have it.
Let me check.
You
This
kill
equals
at least 2
8
people.
plus 4 times the misfire score. What the fuck was my misfire
4.
score?
Yep.
So 8, so 12, yeah, DC 12. Which, I think a 32 passes.
Why does
And
it
yeah.
say you passed?
Yes, because I have, there. So they'll be functional next turn.
Yep.
Or wait, it's always functional now, right? Because I,
Yeah. That's
It's
the
been-
Yeah,
premise.
so if you have any more attacks with her, you can still make them.
That's the premise.
You just lose the one attack.
yeah,
Exactly.
but when you, yeah. But unfortunately, Cinnabon is still freaking jammed. So, one more pew. also does more damage anyway. Oh my god. Fucking copy, please. There we go. And he was at 76, so that's 1d4. $33 more damage. As he kind of hits Goeniwa against like the side of his knee, like, wake up. As he ends his turn.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not unsettling at all for these fellows.
Well, this person looks to be like doing something at the wall. And just turn. That's
You know You know
I
that's...
think he's desperately SOSing the other side.
Fucking Sensei!
One guy just waltzes up on them, kills a number of his comrades, takes a bunch of shots, is not deterred, and then goes, "Wake up," to his gun.
Please let this person be a crit. $19. Like, I could have sworn. Was my increased crit rate just against fucking the avatars? Like, or am I just high?
Plus
like
2 when they woke up.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
increased to was it?
Yeah? Should
Yeah,
say in
since
your
They
inventory.
didn't have any crit to it. However, when they woke up, you got a +3 to attack and damage rolls and a +2 critical rating.
Yeah, should say that much.
It
And then
doesn't
you got a
say
bunch more. I don't think you ever added it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, never mind. In that case, more like plenty of those should have been crits.
Yeah, should go back and check.
One.
Yeah, suffice to say, this dude's fucking dead.
Never mind. No. What? Never mind. One crit. So he would have taken like an extra 30 points of damage.
Alright, he's not looking good.
Yeah, because one of them was a crit. Let me update. I'll write it officially like later, but yeah. I knew I was fucking getting
suffice
something.
to say, you proceed to gun down this guy as he desperately tries to get them to open the door.
As he just falls. Quinn just walks down. Well, doesn't walk, but like runs down because he's like, he doesn't know what the fuck the avatar's doing up there. So he's like, okay, you're mutually destroying us. I'm mutually destroying you.
Map, where are you? There we go.
When the locked door does show up.
So Clementine walks over here and kind of does a sweep of her arm to the right, and these guys just kind of levitate out of the way. He then walks up to the wall, just waits a few moments. Well, seeing as they do not intend to provide us with a door to enter, we'll just have to make one. Clementine then holds out her hands towards the wall before continuing. It may not go where their door is supposed to take you, but I'm sure you'll figure it out. Which then parts her hands, causing the smooth stone to part and form a passage. reveals what looks to be a large room of sorts. But Clementine appears to waste no time walking into it. What do you do?
Quinn walks in after her.
Alright, King. As you follow Clementine into the hall, you see that there's a fair number of people in this room. Right now, many of which look to be very quickly stashing items and what are clearly chests of holding off of bookcases and other items. Though something about their movements immediately strikes you as odd, because they are far too precise, dare you say, practiced even. These people look as if they've experienced something like this many times before, or they have carried out extensive drills to be prepared for such an occasion.
Oh, motherfucker.
It's hard to say which, but it's certainly one of the two.
Time for Quinn to walk through another wall of enemies.
Because as you look around the tables, shelves, and bookcases, you see that they're just now finishing up the last parts of housing the incriminating paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Based on how quickly they will cleanly seem to be evacuating, you wager that they'd probably be packing up and be gone in a minute or two. So as you look around, you find some very striking details, to say the least.
Doing the rolls.
Particularly-
rolls for that? No. Go on.
No, you just see this as a glance, particularly through the several rows of desks running along an incline up from several large chalkboards to the south, as well as what looks to be several ritual altars to the north, as well as ritual sacrifices in either side of the corner.
Yep. That's the children of the night for you.
Where it then hits you, this.
Oh
Talk
no.
about a dirty underbelly of a
Now
fucking
this
city.
is... You cut off. No.
You're cut off.
Alright. So, as you kind of look at all this, it kind of hits you. Is this a school? Go to the Scholomance tab.
Huh. There is no such tab.
It's taking its sweet time.
Okay. Scholomance? What the fuck?
You look around this isn't a church.
No.
No, by the looks of it, it's probably something far worse.
What the fuck am I looking at? Jesus.
Suffice to say, this certainly looks to be a school.
School with fucking piles of dead people and like sacrifices and shit. Like, as books, quote unquote. Is this a fucking necromancer school?
Roll intuition.
Like, I see a bunch of necromancers. So are they like practicing, like bringing back the dead?
Alright, kids. Next,
You
we'll
see-
practice bringing back the recently deceased.
You see, the two in the center look to be stashing bodies in these large chests of holding. Meanwhile, the guys in the up and left, they are promptly killing the sacrificer people.
Like, where? Like, sorry, top
In the
left or
north.
top right?
Top left and top right. They're killing the sacrificial peoples.
Oh, because those are cages. I just noticed.
Yep.
Or like cells.
Yeah, they're cages, barred cages.
Okay.
So they're effectively shooting into them, killing these people. You're pretty sure they intend to kill them all and to just stuff all the bodies into the middle, like what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
As it's much easier to evacuate a corpse than a person.
Oh, yes. And, hey, you can always bring them back. So what's the problem?
They'll make good
Oh,
servants later.
I'm going to stomp these fucking people's skulls in so hard that they won't even know who their mama is.
Open your textbooks on page 93.
You are getting flashbacks to West GCG because while you have personally never stumbled upon something like this yourself, you've read a lot of reports about it. And it's just as bad as the reports say.
Reports have pictures, too.
I
But to
think,
see it happening,
Yeah, it's fucked.
I think they're well due for a taste of their own medicine.
Oh no,
alright, so-
they're not coming back. They're going to say hi to Merkel.
Alright, so it's about this time that a few of the nearby people take notice of you entering. Oh, where is it? Wait, I forgot to export that. Un momento.
Good job.
So, Gwen, as those take notice of the two of you entering through a hole in the wall, very literally, this is clearly not an entrance. So, before they can do anything, the lighting in the room all goes out at the same time,
Oh.
leaving you now in a pitch black room.
Well, shit. Like, because I think I have dark... Well, I don't have dark vision, actually, I don't think.
You're
Yeah,
blind.
this
vision,
is
so
very
it's-
dark.
do you have a-
Apparently, this form doesn't give super night vision or some shit.
Good job.
Oh yeah, you technically would have essentially dark vision because undead.
I'm considered undead, yeah.
Yeah, you have 60 feet of dark vision, and you notice that the others in the room, they're looking around all over the place. Apparently, the necromancers in here and the students don't know what's going on.
So it wasn't their fault that this happened.
Huh.
They're not responsible for it.
Who the fuck
So-
cut out the lights?
After a few moments, a very faint white glow starts to illuminate the room from above, prompting
Like-
you and seemingly everyone else in the room to look up to the source of the now very bright glow.
Like, it's
you
literally
are-
up? Or
Yeah,
to our
up.
north?
Like,
Okay.
up, as in, like, straight up.
Okay.
So y'all look up, prompting you to look to the source of the now bright glow, where you are met with a sight that sends a chill down your spine. Because on the ceiling, some 60 feet up, is an absolutely massive full moon.
Hi, Fengari!
Though it is not long before the moonlight begins to change. As the moon above you all slowly shifts into a blood moon, washing everything in the room in a crimson glow. The image above of the moon then ripples as a small yellow orb of light quickly descends down from it. And just as it's about to reach the ground, a faint glowing purple barrier forms over you, as well as everyone else in the room. Here. As that is happening, the yellow orb very rapidly grows in size, while taking on a humanoid shape that rises up almost as high as the ceiling, before it then stops as the yellow light begins to fade. Revealing a towering masked woman whose silky auburn hair is so long that it reaches past her knees. As far as her attire, you only need to take one look to tell that is very clearly Kibohanan, consisting of a reddish-brown hakama over a salmon pink kimono with floral print. Though a closer look at the flowers depicted shows red spider lilies to be the central theme of the design, as well as a handful of other flowers commonly known to be associated with death. She then reaches up to remove her theater mask, revealing a red-eyed stoic beauty who is as mysterious as she is absolutely terrifying. When roll religion at advantage and then memory at advantage.
I'm pretty sure he'd know who this is, but yeah.
That's the advantage. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
What was it? What was memory or religion and memory at both the advantage?
I like what I said there. Fangari, ATM.
Very unimpressed. Accurate.
Like,
Natural 20 for Tolo 29 on the rally. Nice.
Memory was. Oh, because I have RR1 on these.
Yeah, you do. You're R1 and all. Narratively appropriate.
Wow!
When, given the clear association with the moon, you are fairly certain that this is the goddess of the moon, Fangari. However, you're also fairly certain that you've never seen nor even heard of any depiction of the goddess of the moon like this before. In fact, her blood moon and flower of death motif are a far cry from her usual appearance, according to testament and religious scholars. Which is to say that this form doesn't help the fact that a fair amount of people genuinely believe Fangari to be the goddess of death, and that Odios is just the goddess of life. Because as she stands before you, you cannot imagine Fangari being anything else but the goddess of death. I want to take a look at her token. That's not just Fangari.
True Fangari.
Mm-hmm.
Goddess of the moon.
Let's see here.
It's been a while, True Fangari.
Oh yes. The last time you appeared, you scared the shit out of Yurden. Which was what, 30-something sessions ago?
Mm-hmm.
Not for Emmy there's the moment.
Okay. It's been a while, but I think I remember.
me. So, as you think this, the goddess of the moon's piercing red eyes take a moment to look around before she speaks up with a firm and powerful voice.
Once I receive.
It's in play.
Oh, it's in play. Thank you.
Didn't mean to put it in play.
So this. Wait, let me actually bring it up on the phone so I can look at it. So this is where the infamous Skullomans lay hidden. It is of little wonder that we could not find it.
When Megalism save, as Fengari's piercing gaze turns to fall on you.
Please no smite.
How poetic that it is none other than the highest station of the goddess of life to be the one to finally uncover the location of this hidden school of the dark arts. You have done well in your doing so, Quinn Tolka.
I'm using a point of inspiration for this.
Quinn.
21.
You can confidently say that there are very, very few things in life that you are genuinely afraid of. A towering form of the goddess of the moon, dressed in motifs centering around death. Certainly one of those things.
Yeah.
Though you managed to steal your resolve, and you may feel a little shaky in the legs, but otherwise you're fine. Because as she looks down on you, it's just almost terrifying. You see why people fear this goddess. You've never met her before, seen her before, but as she looks down on you, you're like, yeah, I can see why people are afraid of this woman. She's very intense.
Checks out.
Although, as she does that, Fengari then waves a hand in your direction, causing a small orb of light to appear in front of you, which quickly fades to reveal a small scabbard.
A scabbard?
Yeah, and you get this.
Curios.
Give that a read.
Blood Moon Tanto +4. Requires attunement by Quintolker. A Kibohanan combat knife forged from star metal of lunar origin. Holy fuck, that's like ultra rare.
Hello, Starbound.
Right, that hit the moon and then was forged into something.
Yeah. It was bestowed upon Queen Tolkien by the Lunar Queen, Fengari, as a reward for his uncovering of the long-hidden location of the infamous school of the dark arts, Skullomans.
This place might be kind of a big deal.
A little bit. As for the weapon itself, the edge of this deadly weapon is supernaturally sharp, capable of drawing blood from merely touching its ultra-fine edge. Etchings of red spider lilies can be found along the length of its blade, where the red of the flowers are missing, and in their place are hollow etchings. The obvious insinuation here being that the red would be provided by those unfortunate enough to be found on the wrong end of this weapon. That's such a cool idea. It's like hollow etchings. Imbued with divine power, this blade was very clearly created with subtlety and subterfuge in mind, as its boons make the already lethal weapon even more dangerous when used on the unsuspecting or unaware. While attuned to and wielding this weapon, you gain the following benefits. Like a ghost, your footsteps make no sound. Additionally, you gain a +5 bonus to hide and sneak checks, as well as an additional +5 bonus during the hours of nightfall.
You're a rogue, Harry.
I'm a rogue now. Painting of the flowers. If this weapon has not drawn blood within the past minute, Attacks made with it against living creatures are rolled at double advantage until it does. Bite of the Spider Lily. If the creature you are attacking is either unaware of your presence or unaware of your status as a combatant, the first attack made against them with this weapon deals an additional number of d4 in damage equal to the result of 3 rolls of your proficiency die.
Say you roll 3d10 and you get 18. You roll 18d4.
18d4, yeah. Holy shit.
This is very much an assassin knife.
Yes. God damn.
It is handy for sneak.
So basically with this last one, when you roll for attack, and you roll with proficiency die, then that number will be used to calculate more damage die?
No, you would just... When you roll damage, before you roll your actual damage roll, you would roll your proficiency die, 3 of them. And then to the damage roll, you would add a number d4 equal to
that's
however much
separate.
you rolled.
So that's separate.
Yeah, it's on top of everything else.
Oh my
It might do a lot of damage. So the condition is the person has to be unaware of you or not think you're an enemy.
Oh,
Alright,
bitch,
Makes
I've
sense.
ran out of fucking... Goddammit. I need to, like, add more slots because I'm out of weapon slots on my fucking sheet. Hold on. Hold on. I'll just do it like this because it's dexterity. And then there's a +4. So that would be 9. Oh, it was 2d4 plus 4, okay. This is... How the fuck did you form an attack modifier again? It's...
What do you mean?
P27.
Copy one of the other ones and then just change the data.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Should be...
As this happens, Fingari continues to speak.
There we go.
Fingari's stoic expression is broken by a frown, a disappointed frown, as her gaze scans over the many cultists present.
As I gaze upon the many other mortals present, I lay witness to nothing more than vermin. The lowest of lows, who have sold out their betters in order to get ahead, who have sacrificed their very own kin in order to empower themselves, and who have taken great joy and pleasure in sacrificing the lives of the innocent.
The goddess's face distorts with a look of complete disgust.
Irredeemable filth. Souls as black as these have long since overripened to the point of spoiling. So, a culling is in order. Know that there will be no mercy or sparing of any of you, or anyone else found in the halls of this school. For the Lord of Bones is not here to save you. So bother not, as your cries and prayers shall go unanswered, because I have a very special place in mind for you all.
As soon as she finishes, a massive hellfire portal then opens on the east side of the room, serving
hello.
as to punctuate their intentions with that last part. Meanwhile, a rather well-dressed devil then steps out through the portal of swirling fire and brimstone. Malicos, what are you wearing?
His standard outfit.
A neat black suit.
I forget precisely how that looks.
Ah, shit.
We have his
It was
token.
like, do I have the description in my info thing here?
I will be right back.
Again.
Do not.
Continue.
The two-piece double-breasted. Well, actually, I don't think that's double. The black and gold zoot suit, the black and gold pinstripe zoot suit with tie and a black fedora.
Oh, looking very snazzy.
Very
And as that's
smooth.
happening, Fengari then continues. More than casually pointing at Quinn. And I sent you a ting in DMs. In me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. As soon as that guy shows up, Fengari continues before them pointing to Quinn. The infernal broker shall act as the usher to all who perish so long as that mortal man to the west remains in these halls.
Fengari's form is then blotted out with yellow glow, as the goddess very rapidly shrinks down in size, until that of a tall human woman. And as the light around her fades, she holds up her right hand, where a particularly long curved sword appears. The goddess then takes up a fighting stance as the light in the room returns to normal.
So if you do not fancy a one-way trip to the Nine Hells, I advise that you all do something about him at your earliest convenience.
How to evacuate a room ASAP.
Hey, Emma,
Yeah?
have fun with that.
I see.
Well, she gets to fucking control Fengari. That's sick.
Yep.
Alright, I got it set. Let me study this.
Ways for fun. There. Fengari.
Fengari.
Does the thing. Funny. Alright, got it. Huh.
You see a lot of things she can do.
Yep. Yes. Alright. Another separate action. Got it. Okay. Alright. How mean are we going to be? I think very mean.
Donut, because you know what Fengari would say and do here.
I'd imagine so. Okay,
Because people, Fengari doesn't appear before you. You appear before Fengari. So if Fengari appears before you, you must have really fucked up. If true Fengari appears before you,
like I said,
she
there will be no mercy. Like she said, there will be no mercy. Let's see. Okay, bonus action.
It's like, where's your god now?
quite literally not here.
Your god is not here. A god is here. And that's not to your benefit.
Technically, 2 gods.
Very much so.
I'm curious how the fuck
Yeah.
they hid this place from like every god
Okay.
of this world.
That would be a question for some people.
Uh-huh.
No, see,
Because
Okay.
the soil and underground belong to Sai and Gravier, respectively, I believe.
what?
Question regarding the free action. Is that very versatile in when you can use it?
What, your reaction?
Yeah.
Well, when can you use his reaction?
And during your turn. Gotcha.
Well, there you go.
Cool. Alright, I think I've... Wait, is there more? No, I think I studied it pretty decently. I have... Oh no,
Yeah, you have like an action.
She has one action before the initiative?
No,
Well-
I'm just saying you have leg action.
Oh yeah, leg action. Derp, I completely missed that section somehow. Though, makes sense. That's...
You're a doofus.
Okay, and she's got 3 actions that she can use. Cool. Okay. Good to know.
Yep, you got a multi-attack that uses a few of them, and then she's got one that she can use as just a standard action. It's a really big AoE. That hurts and stuns.
Okay. So in that
It's
case...
only got a DC of 32. How bad could it be?
Alright, so does the initiative begin then?
Not yet.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay.
So, as soon as she says this, everything stops. Save for you, Quinn, and Clementine, who turns to face you. I must admit that I was not expecting any of you all to actually come down here, let alone realize there's more downstairs than an empty room. Which is to say, I'd assumed you all would kill Andraste and Eulanthia, secure the target, and then be on your way. Now, as far as why I just stopped the canvas, to let you know that something is trying to get your attention. Gwen, make sanity check advantage.
Something.
Okay.
That's gonna be an auto crit with inspiration.
Because you have plenty of those.
I do not. I have 0 right now.
Didn't you receive like 2 just earlier?
Yes, I used 1 for Fengari because she
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
glared at me,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Gotcha. So now you have 0.
one for this. So that sanity check would be let me see. It would be 20 plus 6 plus D10 plus
Unfortunately,
D10 plus D5.
fortunately, your ability score does not increase, but you do get positive XP.
Yep, 39. Holy, that's almost max.
Almost.
So at that, you kind of have a realization of like a certain like nagging in the back of your mind. And you find that something about Marcia feels different. You think something about it changed recently.
Huh. Was that Odigos that spoke into my mind?
No, no one spoke into your mind. That was you just realizing this.
Oh.
That it's different than what it used to be. You're not sure when this happened, you just now noticed it.
He would then he would have holstered both Isolde and Guinevere like earlier when he received the Thanto, but he would then like summon Amartia to his hand.
Give him Marcia a read.
What the fuck did you sneak? You sneak! Sneaky snick! Where's Amartia? A deal made with life and death. Oh, what the fuck?
Give that a read.
At any time, you can temporarily dismiss Amartia and end all effects and benefits granted from it. And in exchange, Isolde becomes greatly empowered until this effect is dismissed using an object interaction during your turn. What the hell?
All benefits. Does that then mean that he can be knocked out and killed?
No, that's something else entirely.
Okay.
That's just a benefit.
Yeah, I mean, it's as long as I
Essentially
wield both
stuff on
guns,
the item.
Gotcha.
which means I can still be knocked out right now because I'm not wielding both pistols currently. Because I have a fucking Tanto.
But what do you do?
Okay. So
Gotcha.
it's light now, right? Like all the lights are on.
The lights are on and time
And
is paused.
time's not paused, but the canvas is currently unpaused.
Well, then let go of Amartia, so it falls and dissipates into the air. And who would then say to himself, let you be dismissed then, for now anyway. And he would then draw Isolde and Guinevere after stowing the fucking Tanto. So he draws both pistols and keeps Fengari's little toy as a backup weapon for now.
Fair
So,
enough.
as you do that, the Isolde begins to feel very, very cold. And you look to it and you see that fog is irradiating off of it.
Oh.
And this is what you get. You find a king.
Oh wait, notes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Alright, let me know when you're noted.
And then Isolde made a deal with the goddess of death / life. Name on feature on Amartia. Alright, I'm done.
Alright.
What?
Give that a read.
Oh, what the fuck? Let's see. Holy shit! This just became. What the fuck?
Read it out loud.
The whole thing, sure.
Yeah, whole thing.
Isolde, vengeance of a mother scorned. Plus 10, by the way. 2d10 plus 10 piercing. Firearm. Misfire 0. Kyontak's beloved firearm, named after his late wife. as it houses what remains of her fractured mind and soul. This weapon was created by the goddess of death, Odigos, after Kiontak found the disoriented specter of his late wife roaming the ritual site, where she'd been slain as part of a mass sacrifice to the Lord of Bones, Merkel. Such a powerful prayer of reckoning was made by the hero of space, could not go unheard by the silent guide, where she appeared before him, and offered a deal that would allow him to eventually find closure for his late wife. As for Isolde herself, while her fragmented consciousness within this weapon is at best only partially aware of her surroundings at any given time, one thought still rings in her mind clear as crystal. Revenge. While attuned to this weapon, you gain the following benefits. Tears of Sorrow, which is the same, I believe.
Tell the
Oh, yeah.
thing.
There we go. While you are attuned to and not wielding Gweniwad at the same time as you are attuned to and wielding this weapon, you gain the following effects. Tears of Sorrow is replaced with Tears of Anger. Run Gun is replaced with Pursuit of Revenge. Tears of Anger. Attacks made with this weapon deal an additional 1d10 cold damage for every 10% of the target's maximum hit points they are missing. If the target creature is also at or below 10% of their maximum hit points, they are instead instantly killed, foiling all effects that would otherwise prevent this. Basically just fuck you. If the creature you are attacking is also a member of the Children of the Silent Night cult, the amount of cold damage dice rolled as part of this effect is doubled. The instant death threshold is increased to 20, and the cold damage dealt becomes true cold instead. Pursuit of Revenge. Your Wisdom ability score and Wisdom ability score maximum increase by 2. Additionally, your base walking speed increases by 10. Also, if you can see, hear, or are aware of nearby members of the Children of the Silent Night cult, the walking speed increase of this effect becomes 20 instead. Vendetta. This weapon provides its own ammunition, cannot misfire, and does not need to be reloaded. Additionally, attacks made with this weapon against members of the Silent Night cult are rolled at double advantage. Right Hand of the Reaper. While wielding Isolde with 2 hands, the number of attacks you make when taking the attack action increases by 1. If attacking a member of the Children of the Silent Night cult, this number increases to 3. Holy shit. Fucking deagle action. Vengeance of a Mother Scorned. All damage dealt in attacks made with Isolde against members of the Silent Night cult is increased by 50% after all other calculations. Short of
That's on top of everything else.
Yes.
Also, when you have her out alone, you still keep the effect.
Yep.
So you can still Guinevere and still have the stuff from that Odigos gave you. Because now it's if you're using either.
Yep, so I can basically stall Guinevere, but the freaking effect of fuck you, you're a revenant now still persists.
Yep, because this is a special condition.
Oh my god. 2d10 plus 10, holy shit.
Alright. Everyone roll initiative. Except for you, Quinn. You don't need to. You go first.
Okay.
You're at the top of the initiative.
Alright, I need to do it.
Do I have the button clicked? Yes, I do.
Expertise. Buff die is.
I need to, hold on, it's 2d10, so...
D18. So?
It's 2d10.
Yeah, 2d10, then you have a plus 10 modifier on it.
Because normally it was plus 6, so it's increases by 4 more.
Friggin' bro, do you have anything that buffs your proficiency dice? Oh yeah, I have a Yeah, warning on me, I'm pretty sure.
I do not believe that Hungary gets any additional bonuses to initiative.
Nope. But she has a very high initiative mod.
What the kind of a martial goddess?
Val, what do you mean you don't have a fucking thing of warning on you?
Okay, here, let me get
That'll do.
turn order.
Hey, Antiana, did you have a thing of warning on you?
I think that beats most mortals in the room.
There we go.
Oh, you did it. I did not mean to do that. Just checking to make sure I don't have anything that buffs my initiative.
There we go. I added the turn order thing.
You do? He did? Where's that?
It's in the PC turn order. On the far right side.
Oh. Duh. Thank you.
Valikos doesn't have a thing. So if you could make one of them for him.
Make a what?
It's Quinn's turn.
I believe so.
Followed by Valikos on deck.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Okay, so let's see. So I can wield. So are all of them looking like where's all of them looking at?
Probably
So I'm
not.
looking at you now because
Probably.
Bengari said
Yeah.
you might want to do something about him. He's like, so long as he is in these halls, if one of you die, you're going to hell. So you might want to do something about him at the earliest convenience.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
just say they don't want to go to hell, so everyone's turned their attention on you.
So yeah, I'm basically single-handed wielding freaking Isolde because that still gives me Don't Fear the Reaper.
No, you still have Don't Feel the Reaper when you're using it with both hands because it's a special case for this.
Yeah.
Although I heard that as Don't Feel the Reaper, I'm like, whoa! Well, don't go feeling up before he goes Cyber 5s.
So if
There's a reason why there's an exception.
he shifts past like Clementine, vaults this whatever the fuck this is, like desk. Goes over the other and just unloads on Cultist Necromancer 1. I can make 7 attacks. What? Oh no, wait. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can make 9 attacks. What the fuck?
Mommy's very angry.
Oh yes.
Uh-huh.
As long as I have freaking what the hell is its name? Enhanced speed. Because enhanced speed is 1 minute, I believe.
It's 3 turns.
Oh, wait, 3
But
turns?
7 times stopped it. So you have it for 2 more turns. This turn and next turn.
Yeah. Okay.
Essentially, pause the ticker on it.
For 2 turns, then 8. I just wrote that down so I don't fucking forget. Well, I'm gonna roll them attacks first because I believe they're made with double advantage.
Yep.
Yes.
Because everyone in here is a member of the cult.
Except for the victims.
Yep.
Yeah, except for us, but yeah.
And the victims, yeah. Let's see, so Isolde gets a boost of 4. Which would mean that it is... seven now. This is gonna fucking hurt. That's 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 crits. Is the necromancer dead?
Roll damage.
Oh my god.
He's certainly dead in there somewhere. Let's see which attack kills him.
Mind if you get grit on each of those.
Holy shit. Let me see. It's 11. That's increased to fucking 15. Oh my god. Fucking it's. Hold on. Why is that fucked? Oh, it's 5 plus 10, yeah. My calculations are all fucking wrong, but yeah. Because it's... Anyway. Wait, no I fucking don't. What the hell am I saying?
Should be what you copied.
Yeah, it's 2d10 plus 10. Yeah, I'm fucking I'm retarded. I apologize.
Heh, come on.
2d10 plus 10 plus your modifier.
Yeah. Which would be 15. Yeah. There we go. Jesus. I can't apply fucking Hunter's Mark on these people, unfortunately, because they're so spread out, so I'm gonna go without that.
Are they? Oh, I guess they are.
38 damage from the first one.
So as you slap over the counter, you take aim right at this guy. He's like turning your way as you just fire at him and hit him in the shoulder, and you just hear like a crack with that. That looks like it hurt. As he grabs his shoulder and just kind of winces and bangs.
Oh.
Why my DM thing? There it is. Which one is this?
Cultist what?
That was the first attack.
Yeah, but which person are you firing at?
Wait, no, that wasn't even the crit.
Which foe?
The first Necromancer. Cultist Necromancer 1.
Got.
Fixing stuff. There we go. 38.
Yes.
Alright, he takes 38 damage.
That's more cold.
More like neck gone, man, sir.
I mean, that was bad.
I know, that's why I said it.
Alright, just so long as you know it was bad.
I know. I saw the opportunity to make a bad pun, and I took it.
Dude, your big cameo is important.
That is 76
How
points
dare you?
of mixed damage.
I like how you took a literal offense to me calling you like you were a kid.
So you take aim at this guy. And as you fire him straight in his chest, you blow him off of his feet, and he just smacks against the cage, falls down dead.
Nice.
This weapon has some kick to it. Not that you'd feel it, but they do.
They do. They sure as hell do. Did he drop his weapon or something on the ground that he was using to kill the sacrifices?
Yeah, you looked at, he had a wand in his hand.
Alright.
Seems like recoil is assisted by their guilt.
Apparently so.
Or pushback will be the appropriate term.
They feel it twofold. Quinn turns to the right. It's the student one. No survivors, so...
Yeah, Fingari's like, you all fucking die. The Lunar Queen has decreed that everyone in this building died.
And those are
36,
definitely no
yeah.
kids.
Nope, even if they are, they still die.
You know,
Doesn't
the
matter.
students are varying ages and, like, different
This is
races, too.
Like,
Like, it's just a mix. Like, clearly people that have been recruited from all over the place.
Yeah. Sounds like Skolomance. Alright.
Yep. Skolomans.
And this is student who?
Student 5. And he's specifically not going... Well, actually no, because they're all going to hell, so... Never mind. Headshots are allowed. We don't need
So,
to identify.
as you shoot this guy, you hit him this side, and he kind of does a spin and just barely catches himself and stays on his feet. But not by much.
Nope.
Like, just like a half an inch to the right, and that would have been his kidney.
Oh. Munuainen. Quinn takes a step to kind of peer, like, off the side, like follows his spin effectively, and takes aim and takes another shot. And this one's a crit, so he's dead.
So, as you take aim right in the center of this guy's torso, you take a shot and hit him square in the center, and he almost splits in half as blood just splatters all around the ground where he lands.
Holy shit! Oh my god.
He's very dead. But Mama ain't playing.
Nope. Quinn, following the trail of blood, runs here, turns to his right, takes aim at the cultist necromancer 5.
Yeah, you know, he was stuffing bodies in the bag, but stopped with everything happening. And you see, he's pulling a wand and getting ready to, like, point it at you. But he's not fast enough.
Nope. This is attack number 5. This is also a crit.
Roll critical damage.
That's 58. damage from that.
Necrobat. You're down here.
And another crit.
How much was the first attack?
58.
No. So you take aim at this guy. Go to try to shoot him in the chest, but he just manages to move away to avoid having his head blown off. But a big chunk of his shoulder gets blasted out, and his right arm goes limp.
Nice.
As his right arm goes limp, he aims like slightly closer to the center of mass, and he fires right at where his heart should be, assuming these people have hearts. Because he just took
Good one.
92 points of mixed piercing damage. Some of it was through
So
cold.
as he tries to recover from them, and he turns up your direction just in time for you to shoot at him from almost point blank. And you hit him square in the chest, and his chest practically explodes as he just blasted backwards, and blood splatters all over the place.
Well, there's nothing where his chest was.
There's a big hole there.
Yep.
You're pretty sure that's probably one of the most gruesome kills you've ever made, but you don't give a shit right now.
No.
Quinn's
Nice.
box meter is currently running on fumes.
Oh yeah. There's no liquid in there anymore. It's just fumes. He runs here. Kinda just cheats like half rams against it, so he gets support from it, and he aims at Cultist Necromancer too. These are gonna be 2 normal attacks and one crit for the road.
Be sure to keep track of the great game.
Yep. 38 normal.
The two?
Pew pew pew.
And 37. Let's see. This is at Cultist Necromancer 2.
Technically, that second hit would do more damage.
It would. Because I just rolled it in advance.
Yeah, let's see, it is...
Necromancer 1 is dead.
The first one did 38 damage. So,
So that's what he's at right now.
let's see once it updates.
Necromancer 2, right?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Necromancer 1, sorry. Fucking Necromancer 2, yes.
Yeah,
Necromancer
1 is the first guy that got blown away.
Yeah, he's dead. Necromancer 2 right now.
Does not show
He's at
him as dead.
65% after that hit.
Which means it takes 3d10 more. So yeah, the second one did 37
Oh,
and then 22 damage. Cold.
I see. That's what he did. Something about his.
So as you take your third shot,
So second in this
You
case.
as you take
Okay.
a shot, ice chips out from the end of your barrel. As the bullet flies straight at this guy, it leaves a trail of slowly dissipating fog. And as it hits him, the guy falls over and he doesn't bleed, but instead, all colors drained out of him.
Holy fuck.
He is very dead.
Oh my god.
It looks like he's been dead for a little while in the cold.
The extreme hypothermia.
The turn order isn't completely up to date on who's alive still.
And the last attack, as he turns 90 degrees south, like the scoffing, effectively like scoffing with the freaking heel of his boot. He takes aim at Necromancer 3 and fires right at his torso. That's 55 points of piercing damage.
So this guy, as you quickly turn on him, he's already trying to get his wand out and getting ready. He's just about to like cast a spell at you before you shoot him. Like right in the side, and before you can even begin to cast, it's interrupted, and he's forced to like grab the side.
Nice.
He's at 50%.
Holy shit. Well, that ends his turn for now. Let's see, updates. Cultist Necromancer 1 is dead. Cultist Necromancer 2 is dead. Student 5 and Necromancer 5 are dead.
Yeah. Weapons not play around.
Nope. Mama Bear angry.
So next up is the Lunar Queen. Igari,
Technically,
it is your turn.
technically it's Volocos because not 20.
Oh yeah. Alikos, your turn. That one.
And from what I remember, you said in the thingamajigger I have my ice sword.
Yep.
Scrolling.
It's exactly the same as it was when you left it, which you can only assume is fuckery from Clementine, and she'll put it back to normal when you're done with it.
First of all, oh, I missed doing this. Augment speed. Cause my thing would be my Aether thingy. You don't say Dublin. Just a little snort.
Man,
Honestly.
it's been a while since we used these little tokens.
Yep.
So I am now augment speeded.
Yep. Augment
Zoom,
speed.
zoom.
And now, hey, it's like you knew I was gonna pull on those things after I did the augment speed. Object interact. Or whatever. Oh yeah, they share the thingy, so both get 2 attacks.
Yep. They get their normal attack, and then they get the speed attack.
RR4 1d20 plus. Ow. 2d16 because expertise. Plus 6. Yep. Plus 6. That should be. Oh, 34, 37, 23, 24.
Twice as that. Those hit.
Just double. Okay, second level spirit weapon. So, okay, it's base spirit weapon in terms of damage. 28 plus casting modifier, RR1. 28, RR1 plus 6.
By the way, when are rerolls? Sorry.
Sorry, going. Emmy, go on.
When are rechargeable features rolled again? At the end or at the top of a turn?
Start.
Okay. Gotcha. It's been a while.
Wait,
since
no,
I
they're
used-
at the end of the turn.
end of the turn.
Just 48 damage on them. I mean, on the guy.
So your blades just lash out at this guy as he tries to defend himself from it. They all cut deep, and they leave frost burns wherever the cuts go. He's still standing, but that certainly hurt.
Hey, Falco, drop
Which
a
number is
fireball
this one?
on Necromancer 4.
I thought this
Yeah,
was
he
just
hurting,
a
but
fun
he's still up.
Sunday school.
Hey, Falco, drop a Hellfire Ball right where I put that F so it hits the Necromancer and the students 6 and 7.
Nobody told me to be like this.
Sunday school is fucked. Help!
So, they get to make a dex save.
Well, they definitely. I don't even need to know the DC. They both failed.
Not
How
one.
many
Like
now?
8, 7. That won't do it.
Nope, unless they have a mod of like plus 22.
Well, just for shits and giggles, let's see. What would that be? Just for shits and giggles. Well, I'm actually not sure what Falco's DC would be, but if it's in the single digits, probably not. So yeah, just 31 extra health, 31 Hellfire, and on top of so.
You students are not looking good after that.
And
Suffice to say, they are considerably weaker.
and Necromancer 4.
The Necromancer 4. I can find this asshole. There we go. He's also not looking too good. Although, you noticed something, Valika.
What? Did that fireball just open up an extra doorway?
The stone where the fireball hit just is charred black.
Huh.
Oh, God, it's broken blue.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to manually do this because in order sheet, that's
Yeah, that's Prof plus wisdom. Actually, roll this at advantage. This is very.
really average.
Good enough, because as you look at this and just the floor charred black, and as well as some of the wall on the right, you realize, wait a minute, this stone is infused with divine power. So when hellfire comes in contact with stone infused with divine power, it just chars it black.
The fuckers hid it in a blanket of divine power. Oh,
Win!
assholes.
Roll intuition.
These fuckers.
Is that too fast divine power in that case? Sorry, what? Conclusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, what exactly does this mean?
Quinn rolled intuition.
31.
Oh, good enough. Let's see. So as you look at that, and you've seen it enough times to know that that was hellfire.
Yep.
Although you're kind of taken aback at this char black that it left behind. You have no idea what that is, but you're at the same time you know that that's not normal. Whatever it is, that's like, very strange. Oh yeah, another thing, and roll,
Yeah, it's like
make a sanity check.
like no time to think right now.
Like, that's an interesting detail. Think about it later.
36.
So
35.
as you're killing these necromancers, you're kind of surprised because not only are they not malevolent, but they have very virtuous souls.
What the fuck? Virtuous?
Man, roll memory.
That's like as contradicting as it gets. Memory. "26 memory."
You remember when your talk with Odie goes, and she mentioned virtue and conviction being important. She said that there is 2 ways for a mortal soul to acquire virtue. The first is doing deeds for, that advance the well-being of, their fellow man, so to speak. And the other is by doing deeds that advance the will of their god that they are in worship to. So that is the only way someone evil or even malevolent can technically have a virtuous soul, because the evil acts of cruelty and whatever else they do, if it is accordant to their god's will, they then acquire virtue.
Right.
Meaning that
Not
these
in that
necromancers are very faithful to Miracle.
Miracle, yeah. Okay, yeah, because I remember that was as conviction. My bad.
You generally don't see that because most evil people aren't, prescribed worship to an evil god, but Miracle's a pretty fucking evil god.
Yep. God.
So you can get away with being an evil motherfucker and still, work your way towards evil.
If you're a true soul, like who's also evil or malevolent, you've done some heinous shit.
Yeah. You did your god proud.
And was there some sort of disguise put on this? Because I got a bit lost in the explanation.
Essentially, the virtue of your soul is a measure of your soul's purity.
Mhm.
Well, the only way you can do something evil that won't taint your soul is if it's in service to a god who is evil and you're essentially enacting their will. So, like, say you're a faithful to the god of murder. You go around murdering people, you'll gain virtue because that's what your god's all about.
It's an exploit.
Well, no, that's working as intended. This is
Yeah.
how evil people can, will become true souls because they're pious. And that's what matters, is piety.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds freaking goofy though. But yeah, I gotcha.
Just now, first sword slash on student 6.
Like, hey, buddy.
I feel like I'm rolling not to nat 1 with the
Indeed.
Now, these guys aren't even wearing armor. They're just wearing robes.
Yep. No, I
So
made
they
them
have
either.
mage armor, question mark?
Who knows?
Well, with my proficiency mod of, well, my prop type plus of 16 here,
Yeah, you have a big profit.
and I have expertise while using this thing, so that's 2d16, along with an attack, a strength mod of 6. I'm rolling not to nat 1.
Yep. Yep.
So, that's a 26. Don't even need to roll damage here.
No. As you you walk up to this guy, you raise your blade up, and you swing down, and you cut this guy straight in half. Although, he does not bleed, but instead, the wounds as they open just freeze over. And he falls over into 2 pieces.
Oh, I just realized I messed up the... I just realized with the spirit weapon sword, the ice swords on Necromancer thing, I had messed up the damage calc on it.
Well, he's probably dead after that Hellfire Ball.
Because, yeah, with that, it's 2d8 plus 68 plus 75 because I'm wielding this sword two-handed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead, so we're just gonna say he got cooked.
Okay.
Blech. Yeah,
Attack roll
looking
up.
at the numbers, there's a pretty good chance he would have died, so we'll just say he died.
Now attack roll on student 7.
Who's currently afraid of you? Roll a double advantage. You get got him back right in here.
Oh!
And you're a fucking pit fiend devil. Yeah, there's some things you don't want attacking you, and a fucking devil with a giant ice blade is probably one of...
I feel like I probably don't even need to roll this attack thing here, because it's 320 Ch.1 plus 4016
Well, still do it.
Hey, you can roll a bunch of 3 or a bunch of 1. It's
And
happening.
crits.
About that.
So, following through your momentum of slashing down and cutting this guy in half, you pull your body weight as you swing up this guy with the haymaker of the blade, just chopping from his left side all the way up to his right shoulder. It just falls over. He dead.
Hi, Necromancer number...
You kind of forgot how sharp this blade is. You're like, oh yeah, this is... No wonder your mother used this thing. It's fucking dangerous.
Hi, Necromancer number 3. How are you feeling today, sir? Sir or ma'am?
So after this guy just got shot on like the side, he's like grabbing at his side, just kind of like stroll up behind him. Go ahead and make an attack advantage because he's very preoccupied with Quinn. He doesn't notice you.
Okay, do I need to roll damage here?
Yes, because he's still got a bit of HP left.
Okay. Oh yeah, what's the crit range on this thing? Just checking, double checking that.
I honestly don't remember.
Wasn't something stupid like crit rate 2 or something, or like fucking 19 that you crit on a 2 or higher, or was that just a celestial form?
That was a celestial form that just fucking auto crits everything pretty much.
Well, I don't see any bonus crit range on this right now, so...
Yeah, it doesn't have bonus crit because it hits like a train. So it's like when you do crit with it, it does bananas damage.
Two D12 plus 6D10 plus 21. Is that all? 55 total damage. You still up?
So this guy is holding up on his last leg as you cut into him, and you're actually kind of impressed that he's still on his feet. So you just reach forward and just push him. He falls over and dead. He had 1 HP. You just kind of like nudged him with your foot, like fucking die.
Go ahead, because I don't think I have the movement to get over here normally. 50 steps. I just, because I'm assuming these necromancers are more of a threat than the students.
Yeah, based off of the 2 students you killed, they're not very strong and they're not very experienced.
Do I have any advantage on Necromancer 6?
No, because he sees you coming and he's drawing his wand to try to shoot you.
Aw, he's not afraid. $19?
Alright, 19 hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
It feels incredibly satisfying to deal with some mooks.
It feels incredibly satisfying to give the bird to Merkel.
Oh yeah,
He's not gonna be happy when he comes back. We're like, alright, now to get back to the Octopath. Wait, where's my school?
When we're done with everything here, I want to leave a message for him just to piss him off. But that's gonna be that's a later issue. After we finish at all the fucking quest stuff, my patron needs me back at the nature church for something. Don't question it. Goes back. Val. Actually, okay, no. Antiana goes to sleep. Val just appears in the school just with a sword before sending it back to just carve that.
Merkel is gonna have a
Val
personal
will-
vendetta against 3 separate individuals.
Just went on a rampage through his school.
Just Valroy was here.
Well, technically a lot of different people now. Odigos, Balakos, Quinn, and
He
Gary.
already has a problem with fucking Odigos because she like dispersed his proxy.
Yep, and he has not found satisfaction for that one yet. But like,
By the way,
his list of people that he has enmity towards is growing by the minute.
It didn't matter, but I forgot the RR1 to cold.
Still would have fucking.
I said it didn't matter because I didn't roll a 1 in there, but yeah.
Hehe.
only 74 damage.
So, as he draws his wand, you slice down at him and cut from like his upper arm across his back and along his shoulder with a big deep cut that again freezes the wound as it goes across him. Suffice to say, that hurt. Guys, he's still up, but he's hurting. 6.
By the way, my friend, I have the augment speed action still. Do I even need to roll damage?
No. So, using the momentum, you kind of do like a twirl and just slam into the side of him with your sword and just cut him clean in half. And he just falls over in 2 pieces with his wounds covered in ice. He's very dead. And again, you're just like, damn, my mom's sword kicks ass. I forgot how fun this thing was.
I'm just curious what the fuck this thing's gonna be like when it's properly done cooking.
Was that end your turn then?
Unfortunately, I have no more actions.
Right.
So, the move
it is
silver.
The Lunar Queen.
The move. You just have some moves to clean up.
Yep.
Well, I'd hate to be these guys right about now.
As the Lunar Queen takes quick steps forward, it's time the dregs were cleaned up. 9, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's gonna move right over here and let's start with a bit of fun, because I can do this. Actually, no, I'll hold it off. No way, I can do it. It's good to do so. As her blade begins to radiate with power, and there's a flash. I'm gonna use Eclipse. As each of these fellows over here actually move a bit closer, so I'm sure that it works. Each of these students need to make a Constitution saving throw, as they're subjected to a blinding radiance of the sun, of the moon. I misspoke. Emanating from a projection behind her.
Does Queen get smited because of the
No.
divine moonlight?
No. No, you are spared. You are spared this intense moonlight projection.
It feels a little hot, but other than that, you're just like, glad Fingari didn't blast you with that, because that would hurt.
So DC 32
As for these
Constitution
other
save.
guys,
And I'm gonna roll damage.
and 2 of them fail. Or 3 of them fail.
They take 68 radiant damage. Is any of them stunned?
So, as you do that, number 2, 3, and 4 just get burned with the radiant moonlight, and they just singe as they fall down into just heaps.
The straight up.
Although, number 1, for reasons, managed to largely, be fine after that. He kind of like look at himself over, like, how did I live through that?
Wild winds swirl around Fingari before instantly dissipating as she then
You have a
practically.
bonus action you can use.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm thinking about that. Her blade now begins to shimmer in a violent red as I'm using the Amplify Harm bonus action. was thinking about it all the entire time. So move.
Look at the bottom of your bonus actions, Bun Bun.
Target has 100 hit points of heal the creature instantly. Okay, power, never mind. We're not gonna play around with Nishwood. Cool.
Well, you don't really have any.
Oh, there are a lot more people dead than I thought. Okay, so in that case, she just turns towards him. Perish.
So as he's like patting himself over, like, oh god, how did I survive that? He just stops and just falls over.
I thought there were more people alive. Never mind then.
Oh, with all of them dead, Clementine flies over here into the charred stone, kind of like reaching down, touches it. Curious. More than going over here and waving the hand as the Hellfire portal.
Meanwhile, I'm just trying to carve out a message for when the prick comes back.
You were like an annoying cockroach that won't go away. It's like I could crush him, but I can't at the same time.
And of course, ends Sungar's turn with all known hostiles being dealt with.
Clementine just walks over here and just pushes these doors open.
Can I roll for recharge on Eclipse?
Let me go grab this.
Quinn would effectively walk, like as soon as everyone dies, takes like a sweep across the area and then would continue in Clementine's direction.
Okay.
This man is a
you see that everyone is definitely dead in here. And
This
you
man-
figure you probably come back for the ritual sacrifice people later.
Yep. This man is a machine right now.
In which case, Sungar just simply gracefully steps towards this place. In the direction that you guys are doing. And if that's the end of the turn, D6, nope. Reach it.
Actually, no. Quinn would go and shoot the locks on the cages, and would tell them to stay here. I hope the
Don't believe
fucking
him.
yeah. I hope the fucking Avatar of Harvest doesn't kill them.
Heh. Cute.
Sure got this.
And yeah, that's the Kilroy was here thing for reference. So just put double horns on him.
I see.
Surprise.
Okay, yep, that is correct. So as you follow Clementine out in the hallway, you find that that's exactly what this is. A hallway. Very, very long hallway. Go and push it.
After etching that there, he'll show
After issuing a haha fuck you to the ground.
That's a 17.
So as you look up and down the halls, judging by the room you just came out of, you have a pretty sure bet that the room right across from you is probably another classroom, as well as the two down below. Though as far as what's north and south, those two doors, you have no idea.
Huh.
You're okay though, and I'm just shifting.
Honestly, I'm thinking we should probably split up. So they don't manage to destroy evidence. Can I roll intuition on if splitting up would be a good idea?
Roll intuition.
There's also the now currently freed hostages to be mindful of.
Yeah, them too, because the fucking avatar can come down here and... Natural 20, 30 for expediency check.
Given that you know that she's still out there somewhere, if you were her, you'd want you guys to split up.
Fair.
So it's not a matter of, how easily you could kill her clean. It's just, it's probably wise not to give her a chance to do anything.
Alright, even if we're strong as hell, but yeah.
Plus, if you think about it, there's some pretty damning evidence back in the other room.
That too.
And well,
Suffice to say, it's a little hard to not argue the miracles involved. At this point, it's like, okay, how bad is it, Doc?
Pretty bad.
and
Oh, what do you do?
Pick a door.
Nagari's just following you.
Let us go north.
And Vingari just
Oh, yeah.
motionless, wordlessly follows your direction.
Do you then go north?
the swords are coming west.
Unless,
they're
unless Valakos objects.
shrugs.
So yeah, Kun would then head north because it looks like a big door.
Alright.
We're sweeping like the moon, going from the north to the east.
So as
the
you
south.
reach the door, and you go to open it, make con save.
Con save?
As you feel your hand begin to burn.
Like, what? Did I touch the door and it started to burn?
Yeah, like the moment you touch the door, as if like you went to open it.
Would you consider this a trap?
Technically, yes.
Hey, the door's Haku.
Now the door. And Quinn is Fred right now.
22.
If you didn't have the protections you have right now, that would have been a very, very dangerous wound.
Jesus.
Because what burned you was just raw divine power. You're like,
Oh my god.
that's where the church is.
Okay, I think so is Findari, or Val taking care of the
Wait,
bottom
roll
line?
conclusion.
We should probably take care of that because if we don't,
It seems
some
you have
evidence
stumbled
there.
upon something of note.
25.
So as you think about this, and seeing how this was like divine power that burned the shit out of you, you think that there's something in this school that is making it be protected.
So like a beacon of some kind?
Something of that sort. There's some sort of external thing is effectively warding this door. Because as you think about it, it's like, okay, you don't think that's coming from inside, because this is like meant to keep something out. Like it's a precaution.
Is it like what kind, like how heavy of a door is this? Like could we brute force this technically?
Well, they look to be like metal doors with a bunch of skulls and other symbolisms of death on them. You think that you could technically probably break this door open, but it'd be very difficult to do, take a bit of time.
Yeah.
At which point you don't know what else is in this building.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess
It
come
is.
back.
It is warded. Look for a beacon. to stop the warding.
Clementine then speaks up. Beacons indeed. There are many beacons of faith in this building. She just kind of walks down that direction. When? No conclusion.
Beacons.
Such a sickening scene. Hangarium just muses.
When you kind of get a realization like that, you're like, wait. Are the necromancers and other people who are pious to Miracle the ones fueling that door?
Alright.
Because that sure sounds like what she just said.
Well, let us proceed then.
It's a really good security feature. You have to kill everyone to get in.
Mm-hmm. In order then. This door.
So you put your hand on the door and just push it open. This time, no shenanigans happens. And you find... this.
Oh, what the fuck? Cultist Bruiser.
These guys look visibly surprised to see you as they're carrying big-ass chests of holy.
Not
They are
for
currently
long.
surprised. They were just getting ready to open the door, and you just opened it for them.
Hello there.
Like, that's some nice evidence you got there. Don't mind if I take it, dude. Alright, let me find this one. Finish up this turn order. Alright, roll initiative at advantage. And now you go to the History and Scripture Hall. Turn order.
Jesus Christ.
I'll do that in a second. I step away from the computer because I need to double the party. Well, at least I'll go to the page thingy in a little bit.
Gwen, roll
Well
spot.
then.
$37 on spot.
So after noticing you guys, you quickly take a look around the room, and this room has been picked clean. There's not a single hint of anything incriminating here. It just looks like an empty classroom.
Which
Or
means
is it
that they're
who or
like.
what? Who knows?
Which means that everything that was in this room is likely in those chests.
Based on just how thorough this has been cleaned up, you think that this is a very high priority room.
Yeah,
Must be.
fair enough.
So whatever's in here is not only incriminating, but important. And you caught them just about to leave. Suffice to say, you think picking this door next may have been a good idea.
Nice.
Because as you see them, like, lower the box and begin to move, they move very quickly. Like, oh. They're under the effects of some sort of magic, making them much faster.
Expeditious retreat.
So,
Quinn stays at the top of the round.
Follow back
And
and guard,
you'll
though
probably
I'll
need
have
to
to be
pick-
right back.
You know,
The
Unpaused.
number one, first one got hit with 59 points of damage.
I see you say these guys are considerably more durable than the other one. These guys are actual fighters.
Yep.
In casters or scholars.
There you know.
These guys look kind of like security. They're like enforcement within the chapel. Church, thing, or whatever the fuck is it?
Actually, my good sir, I have a degree in theoretical physics.
Actually, my sir, I have a theory in my fist in your face.
well, I have a theoretical degree of theoretical science.
I have a theoretical degree of theoreticism. There we go. Theoreticism.
The theories on theory.
That's like the
Yes.
that's like the most drunk person 3 a.m. conversation ever. How many times can we say theory in a single word?
But that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching.
It's just theory, re.
No.
Alright, so. What do? You may want to re-roll that attack because he's considerably damaged.
No, this is damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do more damage the more they're hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember?
Wait, oh. So 6, 7, 8 are showing that they're at 68%, but it was 1 that I shot.
Yeah, they're not right then because, like I said, the numbers need to be updated.
No, I don't know about how to do that.
Like in the turn order, they need to match whatever's on the left. But I think they got shuffled.
I think so. Hold on, let me check. Oh yes, let me fix that. E5, E6, E7, E8, E9, E10, E11,
Oh. I see.
and E12.
That makes sense.
There you go. Yeah. Second attack does 74 points of damage. So most of it, some of it in true cold.
Yeah.
Alright, so not looking good after that second hit.
Suffice
He's
it to
dead.
say,
He's fucking dead.
with the next attack, I presume.
Yeah, it's an Isolde. It's a mad mama bear crit. With like
Yeah.
yes, fucking.
You do get grit back if
You
you're
don't
not
need to bother
ordnance.
rolling. So you take, aim at this guy, and you take 2 quick shots at him. And you hit him in the side and in the shoulder, and you notice that this guy's quite more durable than the leather guys are. These guys are proper, fighters. Probably security by the looks of it. So you then take careful aim, fire, hit this guy straight in the chest. And he just gets blasted backwards.
Takes 95 points of mixed damage.
His blood just splatters all around on the ground here, like on the other guy behind him. And the guy number 5, as he's trying to sit down the chest, just kind of drops it and it falls on his foot. He's currently off balance.
5 is off balance.
5 is off balance. As he
Does it
grabs
take
his
bludgeoning
foot,
damage? Does his foot take bludgeoning damage?
As he takes 2 bludgeoning damage, his toes just got smushed.
Oh, fuck!
And it's like that. That hurt more than it actually harmed him. Hence why he's currently off balance.
Jesus. Fourth one. Takes 53 points of piercing damage. I'm attacking Bruiser 2 with this one. I'm going right down the line.
Yeah. Well, in order, we like the numbers.
Plus the Bruiser's body, like because he's like probably pretty like burly. It's like it provides.
Yeah, these guys are really strong.
Provides like a nice footrest, you know, just falling
One.
down. So it supplements the fire.
Alright, so you take aim at this guy's chest, and he moves real fast.
Damn.
Go ahead. Roll Arcana.
The hell? What the fuck is my Arcana?
What your skill proficiencies are.
Yep. $23.
These guys are definitely under the effects of the haste spell, and possibly something else too.
Question is,
Like, these guys were getting ready to just blitz the hell out of here with these boxes.
Yeah.
who did it? Because as far as everybody can tell, it's just a bunch of burly, very heavily, armed men.
Yeah.
Right now.
The fact that there's a history and scripture hall is like, there is some freaking just
Yeah,
incriminating. shit
judging
in
by
here.
all the bookshelves to the north, you're pretty sure, like, you're able to guess that without even looking at the contents, that this is definitely scripture. Because if you were to have scripture, this is where you would put it.
Yeah. Considering all the space that they have.
So yeah, these guys have some boxes of some pretty valuable stuff.
Uh-huh. Wait, no, because the crits also max the freaking true cold dice, I think, don't they?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah, because they're additional dice.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
They're still part of the damage roll.
Yeah, so that's
It's not
90.
a brutal critical from 5e. They very much are considered part of the damage calculation.
Yep. So yeah, that's 93 points. Additional.
So you take a shot at this guy, right square in his chest, and he just manages to get out of the way where it just kind of grazes the side of his torso, but he cuts a big deep chunk. Any deeper, and that would have been in his lung. That guy got real lucky.
Oof.
If he wasn't moving as fast as he was, that would have been that.
And that's 71 points of mixed damage. It's like, yeah, I don't want to leave you with a perforated lung, dude, like, or punctured lung.
So you quickly take another shot, and this time he kind of like moves into it, and you just like blast open what would have been his other lung, as it's just kind of blown to the ground around him. He also gets knocked back, and then just blood splatters around him.
And this time Quinn's not gonna move, but take aim at Bruiser 3.
So Bruiser 6, seeing what happened to 5, just barely manages to move out of the way for the box to not just crush his foot. He's just like, nope.
They quicken their feet.
Yep, I'm not doing that shit. That's goofy. Ooh, 51 points of piercing on Bruiser 3. It's like dropping something on your foot sucks, but dying sucks more.
Yep.
Yep.
At least it wasn't a paper cut.
So you can't aim at this guy, and you aim to go for his arm since falling boxes are quite in season right now. But he manages to kind of shift away that you hit kind of like the top of his shoulder. And he remains standing with the box. As they're currently trying to put it down, and you're providing to be a very inconvenient bother as they're trying to do so without crushing themselves.
Yeah.
Suffice to say, these are heavy boxes, because what you know in regards to chests of holding is that they do increase in weight depending on how much stuff is in them, but the rate is relative to space. So something super heavy, it could have 1 million pillows in it, or it could have 20 pounds of iron.
Yeah. I'm now imagining 1 million Anacleses in a freaking box of hold.
They open up, there's all these Anacleses come flying out of it, like, yee!
Like, what is this? Two. It's 88 points of mixed damage.
Seeing as they're really fast, you decide, alright, let's see just how fast you are. You then shoot at towards his other arm. And this time he's not nearly as fast. Get out of the way, and you take a big chunk out of his bicep. And he's struggling to keep his arm up, but is just able to, this guy's tough. You're pretty sure, any old normal person, that would have been their arm.
Yep. If you can pierce anyone's bicep and they're still holding something with that, what the fuck? That's
true.
That's some force of
this
will.
This guy's muscles have muscles.
Yeah. The muscles of muscles.
Hey Arnold, let's see if you can
Don't
do
worry, he
that.
has a spare bicep. It's under his other bicep.
Hey Arnold, I wonder if Arnold could do that.
He's dead. He's dead. That's 167 points of piercing damage and true cold. With my last shot.
So, as you take aim at his chest, he goes and moves, but unfortunately he loses his footing and just goes to fall forward, and you end up shooting this guy square in the head, which explodes all around him.
You don't have muscles in your... You don't have muscles in your head or face. Technically, well, you do, but still.
Not anymore, he
The
doesn't.
blood just splatters all over around here.
Not anymore.
Well, it seems like your brain would have muscles.
Jesus. Respect to that guy.
That guy was not going down without a fight. So what do you do?
He's just gonna end his turn where he is. Because there's not much else he can do.
Angari, your turn.
Alright. Let's see. Hey there, who's here looking very juicy? She doesn't have Eclipse, so it's gonna have to be... Oh, I refresh my task manager again. There we go. Now I can actually do things. It's gonna be a number of attacks, but first then we may as well amplify harm. Crimson sheen to the blade, yearning for blood. I'm gonna harm them.
Blood.
As a crimson eclipse goes across the blade.
Just gonna take one step, and very quickly. Well, it's not like a teleport. It's a lot of steps, but it's so seamless. It's like she's one place and then another next. Anyway, I roll attacks. And I forgot. I thought for sure there was like
You have a thing you can do when you hit them.
Yep. There is overpower, for one thing. But that's a separate thing, and then when you hit, there's yeah, choose to automatically deal critical damage. Reaper of Souls 10 a day. I can use... Is he looking...
And overpower crits when you hit with it.
Yep. Let's see, how was this guy looking again, if we can see? He
But yeah,
is...
if you use multi-attack, you can do them in any order.
Yep, this is gonna be multi-attack, of course. Okay, so this guy is untouched. Yeah, I'm gonna use Reaper of Souls. As the blade glows even brighter for a second, intent on claiming this one's life. And it's off balance as well, so that's, yeah. That's why, yeah. I thought I had more sources of advantage in this, but either way. Critical range 16, first is non-crit, second is crit, third is non-crit, fourth is crit. So let's first roll this one here. And I roll at advantage because 8H4. First slice. 52. Four times 12.
Oh, yeah, you can reroll one.
Reroll one?
Yep.
Got it. R D12 R1. So that's a 2 of those. An additional 52, 55, and 7, 61, 2 something. Second attack.
This is number what? 5?
The first one, the closest one, which would then be Cultist Bruiser 5, who's off balance, exploiting his moment of weakness. Second slice.
Oh, as you run up on him, you take your sword from your sheath and just swoop out in a wide sweep, and you take his legs out from under him.
Nice.
As he falls to the ground.
Is he dead, or is he just currently dismembered?
Well, he's missing his legs from the knee down, and he's currently broke.
Alright. 101 damage on the second strike.
Oh,
Third.
he's alive. Barely.
52 on the third attack.
So the third attack, after slashing into him, you just take your giant Nodachi and just stab him straight in the chest, and then lift him up. Before his body just disperses into a red mist.
Alright, moving down the line. Should then, after dispatching him, rear-ends her blade, kind of like in a reverse grip double hand. She then moves in to strike it. This one, without losing much momentum, and that is the natural 17, which is another crit.
Angari don't mess around.
Nope. Very much not. To Quell Cage 4 plus 149 damage. Does this kill him?
Oh my fucking god, it's a lot.
Almost. He has 1 more HP than that.
So as you strike this guy with just so much force behind your blade, you step forward as you cut into him, and you take off his left arm and part of his left leg.
Oh my god.
He's still alive, but
As that happens, let me see here. She's gonna just dance around here.
well, you know, if you hit him, he'll just instantly die.
Yeah, I know.
He's under 25%.
Yeah, that's with any attack of the standard actions. Yeah. That's why.
Yeah, any attack.
Yeah, that is why as she then cuts off his arm and leg, she gracefully dances around him and strikes in a sort of horizontal line to use Crescent Slash against this fellow who dies. This gets cut into mist, and then this fellow who's within 10 feet.
So you do a big wide sweep, and as your blade cuts through Cultist 6 as he's falling down, just before he hits the ground, he just disperses into a red mist.
And I'll attack against this fellow. That's a 53 on that one. Not a crit, just barely. And that's a 52 damage to that one next. This one over here. So it's like from her blade, there's like a line that just extends and bisects the first guy. Disperses into mist as he falls and then cuts deeply into this one over here. So that's a bonus action. That 4 attacks and aggression slash, and just used. She can technically move a little bit closer, but she doesn't have to, so that's gonna be her turn.
She has big sword.
She has big sword, yep. Very much so. That's gonna be what she does.
Okay.
That's gonna be her turn, which makes it Valakos.
Malagos. Okay. Yeah, the guy's
Okay.
not looking so great after those 2 attacks.
Nope.
CB7. How do you feel about Ice Sword? 4 Ice Sword slashes.
Remember, they get the same bonus as you do.
I remember. That's why I said 4, because I'm augment speeded. But before I actually attack, moving.
Oh yeah, also, I like to imagine that when she was making that last attack, she sheathed her sword and then drew it. She would do that, wouldn't she?
And she
She's a
just
weak-
flicks your blade and just all splatters the blood off of it, more than just thinking it.
She's an otaku. Of course she fucking would do that.
I was just thinking
Quinn?
about it.
That looked really cool.
On the way over here.
I don't think Quinn would pay attention to that. Honestly, actually, never mind. He would see that because he's behind. Yeah.
But you just turned 2 people into red mist.
Yep.
A little hard to
Like-
miss.
But yeah, don't get in the bad side of this,
Right.
guys.
On the way heading over here, Bruiser 7 gets a lovely little thing called X.
X.
Oh, attack.
Now, yep, I am.
Yeah.
I'm working on the. Growing, looking for my. Going to shit, trying to find the thingamajigger again.
I'm gonna roll another
Oh, there it is.
D6. Disms. Emma does not want to give me back my moonlight eclipse.
You also have a really fun attack with Execute.
What?
You have a really fun attack with Execute. It's like power worth fun.
Yep. It is very good against weaklings.
And you guys are just going on a mook farm. And as the Lunar Queen decreed, everything dies.
$38, 34, 38, 16, 36.
Really, I think
16 misses, but the others hit.
RR3. $2D8 RR1 plus 68 RR1 plus 1D8 RR1 plus 11 on the sting.
That's who did
So-
steal.
Oh, what?
Oh, nothing.
So that's 162 total.
So after this guy being wounded by Fengari's slash, you capitalize on it and just chop this guy down. Nearly stepped up with the last hit before hearing him through. And he falls to the ground.
dead as well. Poor guys haven't even had a single turn.
Well, I got
It's almost like they have 2 gods and a fucking juggernaut after them.
Unfortunately, I don't have the range, the movement speed or ever to reach the 2 bruisers, but I can at least get some chip damage on and make them reconsider their life's actions before realizing it's too late to do anything about it.
Bruce's 7 is dead, right?
Yeah, Evan is dead.
Also, does that end your turn,
I forgot
Lucas?
to change it.
Does that end your turn, Lucas?
Didn't say that. I'm just trying to find a thing
Pretty sure he has
here.
a lot more he can do.
Just because I can't reach them with the sword doesn't mean I can't do other things.
Yeah, this is Fengari.
Yeah. Gonna temporarily put the sword on the ground. Temporarily put the sword on my. Well, the sword's soulbound or whatever anyway, so it doesn't matter where I put it. I put that sword somewhere else, and these two guys get to say hello to my little friend. With the Tommy gun. Because they are in a 90-foot cone. D10 RR1.
She done another job as another son, but here she tried to tell the story.
Tell story. I'll do another one after I finish up here.
Okay, well, how much longer do you think?
Shouldn't be too long.
Okay. I'll just going a little bit. So silly. My last one, I took to go to Morgan Park.
So that's 65 from the say hello to my little friend on those two. And the last two bruisers, Azu.
At the top. Alright, so... Damage. Oh, after this first set, this guy's just kind of barely hanging on. But with the last hit, he falls over and dies.
And that's a 10-foot
And
cone.
you're like, these guys are pretty damn tough.
PB4
Yeah.
and 8 catch the cone there.
So is 4 dead or is it 8 dead? Which is dead.
So they then get sprayed with bullets.
Which of these is the one who died?
The first one he attacked, let me double check.
The first one I attacked was 7, who is chopped up by the ice swords.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I misread. So these guys both take a whole bunch of damage.
Yeah, they just take 65.
Yep.
Alright, so that's up.
And
And 7 is on instead. So 8 is no wait. 4 is up and 8 is up. Okay.
And augment speed action. Just a burst of this thing, at which every attack gets 2 extra attacks with this thing because the rapid fire on this thing.
Alrighty.
Plus 3d16 plus 3 because. Oh no, plus 4, not 3. Three, 4, and does this Tommy gun have a crit range?
Should
No,
say.
it doesn't.
Alright.
3456.
I imagine this hit.
Yep. And which one is this again?
Whichever of the 2 bruisers looks closer to dead, if not, then 4. If they look the
4 is
same.
the same.
Mm.
So
In that
this guy
case-
is just barely hanging on after just riddled him with bullets. He just kind of gritting his teeth, kind of keeping himself up.
Alright. Was that end Valakush's turn?
Well, that was 10 damage, but yeah.
No.
From the
Now, I would use a leg action, and it does say that I can make an attack, but does it work like Mochi's legendary action where he can move up to a target and attack?
No, she can't move and attack. Like, that's a spider thing.
Gotcha. I was making sure, in which case, she's just gonna take the leg action to dash forward because wanna get in on the action and provide a, another.
So you get right up on him, and the fear in this man's eyes as you just look down at him because he's tall, but you're really tall too. You're like 2 inches taller than him, and it's just like, oh, this woman's
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah, I think what she's going to do is
Speaking
to create
girls.
to create another element in combat. She's just going to take 1 step back and then leap on top of the large chest of holding to then stare down at him.
You are now 9 inches taller than him.
Roll intimidation at advantage.
All right,
Angari's kind of fucking terrifying.
intimidation. Let's see, mastery. Gonna roll prof dice because it's funny. And +3. Okay, got it. 2d20. Ch.1 plus 3d 19. No, 18. The Luna Queen's Gaze. That's a 40.
Suffice to say, as you stand on the box and leap, glare down on him, he abruptly drops the box as he kind of takes a step back. This man just looks terrified. He is currently at frightened level 1. Meanwhile, the other guy on the other side of the box has it just fall on his foot. Hurts like a bitch. Takes 2 bludgeoning damage and he's on balance. Because this guy very abruptly dropped it.
I don't mind if she even needs to try to hold her balance. She's very poised here as she stands there.
Yeah, as the box drops, you just kind of move with it so that you barely even notice. And the guy who's almost dead takes 2 more damage.
Frightened 1. Nice.
Alright, so is that in your turn? Or in your thing?
Yeah, her leg action has been spent.
Alright.
I like how I managed to make the
5.
dash action into an attack, sort of.
Cruiser 5 very suddenly disappears.
Who does? 5?
4.
Huh.
So Quinn, you notice something. You can't see it, but for some reason you know he's running around you right about there. Like you can feel like a soldier just kind of like zeroing in. So while you can't see him, you know exactly where he is. And he's moving away, so you can make an attack of opportunity.
I would like to use 2 points. I would like to use 2 points of inspiration to just move my gun and fucking tap him in the head.
You mean Valor? Also, you have Grit.
Or
Oh,
Valor.
you don't
Yes.
need to. Just one will do.
And you have Grit.
Okay.
Because, yeah, it's like, while you can't see it, your gun knows where it is. It's
Yep.
like you just kind of trained on him.
Let's see. I can also use Valor.
Do you have any fun trick shots you'd like to use?
Oh yeah, you don't need to roll damage, because as soon as you turn that way, you know, you just quickly shoot in that direction. And as it does, the guy comes back into focus, and like with a swoop across him in the magic phase. And as it does, there's this guy that is very pale. Just kind of hits the just around and freezes.
You wanna try that again? You cut out multiple times.
So, in this direction, it hits this individual. Though, as he comes back into view, as the magic, this invisibility fades, you see that he is pale, and as he hits the ground around him begins to freeze with ice. He's very dead.
That is cold, literally.
Yep. Very much so.
Like, the executions literally sapped the life right out of him. Leaving naught but a cold cup. And Cruiser 5 also goes invisible. Fengari, you can hit this guy.
Cultist Bruiser? Okay.
No, because you didn't even bother with the other one because you're just like, man, too far away.
Alright.
Well, this one's right in front of it.
Just an attack, right?
Yep.
I do believe I get advantage due to his current status. If memory serves. Or was that? No.
Well, he doesn't know that you can see him. Well, he suspects maybe. Oh yeah, and another thing.
Yeah?
Double the damage after all of the calculations.
After all calculations? Well, in that case, I can make it I can use another
Fengari does not appreciate people running away from her.
Reaper of Souls. Second
He
use.
will die like the cowardly dog he is.
Yep, that's a 75 to hit, and it's automatically a critical hit.
Critical damage.
8d12, k4. No, what am I doing? I don't have that. 4012 plus 4 times 12. So all the damage is doubled, correct?
Yes, after all calculations times by 2.
Time 2. So that's that seems to be 268 damage.
Oh my
So as this guy
God.
begins to run, you draw forward and just flash straight through him. And the minute that Fengari's blade touches him, it just bursts into him.
So the blade comes unsheathed real quick, and as in a wild in a controlled flourish, It's almost like there's a rainbow of blood emanating. It quickly freezes over.
So after you have killed those guys, Clementine kind of moves over here and like looks around. And then begins moving down south.
Yep.
And that is where we'll end the session, as you all go to move and finish out the rest of the school and whatever else is in here.
The party has been split.